وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Read Al-Quran the easy way. I welcome you to 45th lesson in which we will study the merging of Noon Sakina and Tanween. So take a deep breath, charge your brain, smile, get ready, turn off all the distractions, close the windows, chat windows and mobiles, and be focused. So what is An-Noon Sakinatu? Or the Noon Sakina, or the Noon with a Sukoon. Okay, it has a very important role in beautifying the recitation and in poems and recitals and whatnot, in songs and plus minus whatever sense, but it has a role. We have to always focus on the good things. Okay, Ban, Bin, Bun. Tanween also has a hidden Noon Sakina. Like Ban is Ba Noon Fatha Ban, Ba Noon Kasra, Bin is Bin, and Bun is Ba Noon Dhamma Bun. So Tanween has a hidden Noon Sakina. Or if you remember our Tanween lessons, there we have showed you that Tanween has a hidden Noon Sakina sitting inside. So double Fatha has a hidden Noon Sakina in the second Fatha, and double Kasra has a hidden Noon Sakina in the second Kasra, and double Dhamma has a hidden Noon Sakina in the second Dhamma. There are 4 rules of Noon Sakina. You express Noon Sakina, or you hide Noon Sakina, or you merge Noon Sakina, or you change Noon Sakina. And the same applies for Tanween, because Tanween has a hidden Noon Sakina. So we'll talk about Noon Sakina, Noon Sakina, Noon Sakina, but Tanween is already included. The first rule was to express Noon Sakina or the Tanween. So when you have Noon Sakina or any of the Tanween followed by plus another and followed by a letter from the throat letters a, ha, a, ha, ga, kha. If any of these come, then you just recite it naturally, because Noon Sakina, an, your tip is touching the top, okay, an, top palate, an, and Hamza, Ain, Ha, Ghain, Kha far away in the throat, so there is no conflict, just recite naturally. So for example, anha, anha, an'a, anha, an'a, anha, an. So if I use our throat letter sign, so an'a, anha, an'a, anha, anga, ankha. Okay, so that is recited naturally. The second rule is to hide Noon Sakina because of the conflict in Makhraj. Because Noon Sakina, you use the tip, tip of the tongue. Can you say an? So you are touching your tip of the tongue to the top palate. So an means your tip is already engaged. But if the following letter after Noon Sakina, if you have tip letters like tha, dha, va, ta, da, ta, za, sa, sa, and similar conflict arises for fa and ja, sha, da, ka, qa, then what do? You hide Noon Sakina. For example, anfa, anfa, antha, antha, anva, anta, anda, anta, anza, ansa, ansa. And similarly here, anja, ansha, anja, ansha, anda, anka, anqa. Okay, so these are the letters. So just remember first 3 sets and here first 2 sets. Okay, and just put fa here on the 3rd spot. Okay, and then you have 9 plus 6, 15 letters where you have to hide Noon Sakina. Now let's take the 3rd rule, which is to merge Noon Sakina. Why? Because here also there is some conflict in Makhraj. Can you say this easily? man ya'mal. While you're reciting man ya'mal. So you see what's happening. If you say man, you're touching the tip. And to say ya, you have to go from tip to the middle. You have to twist the tongue and touch the middle part, ya, to the top. So man ya. So it is from tip to middle. So instead of doing that, quick movement, man ya, why not make it smooth transition? Beautiful transition. Man ya'mal. It was man ya'mal. So instead of man ya'mal, you say man ya'mal. Okay, that's called merger. Beautiful. Similarly, take the second set here of words. liqawmin ya'qilun. Min ya. Man ya, min ya. So the tanween, as you know, has a hidden nun sakina. So min ya. So instead of saying liqawmin ya'qilun, liqawmin ya'qilun, smooth merger with ghunna. So what we have is, if nun sakina is followed by not only ya but mim, waw, lam, nun, ra, ya, then you merge. The collection is shown there, yumin, lam, ra. Just remember it like this, yumin, lam, ra. What is this yumin? Yumin, ya, waw, min, mim, nun, lam, ra. Okay, yumin, lam, ra. It is not that belief stuff. Yu'minu is different, but yumin. Okay, yumin, ya, waw, mim, nun. And when ya comes, you merge with ghunna, like we just saw. Man ya'mal. And for waw also, min wali. Okay, min wali. You will see that. And for mim and nun, you merge it completely. Complete merger. Mimman, or we will see the examples later on. And also lam and ra, the merger is without ghunna. We will see the examples later on, but here the examples are also shown here on the top of each letter. Anya, amwa, or the complete merger means amma, anna. And merger without ghunna is alla, arra. Okay. These 6 cases, yumin, lam, ra, occur in the Quran almost 5,000 times. That is almost 8 times on every page of the Quran. So it's very important. So let's try to read those words that involve these rules. Try to read with me, or at least repeat after me. So let's take the first set, yumin, where ghunna is involved. Ghunna means to get the sound from the nose and stretch it twice. From the nose, twice. From the nose, stretch it twice. From the nose, stretch it twice. 2 things. Okay, so when nun sakina is followed by ya, waw, mim, nun, then there is merger. So we touch the hands with each other, and there is ghunna. So I am just moving it like this. Okay. So first thing was, to express nun sakina, so you keep them separate just like that. And the second was to hide nun sakina, so we kept it like this. And with ghunna, so you just rub it like this to show it is ghunna. The third one is to merge, so for yumin, so you keep them, you merge them, and then show it like this. These are the signs, just to remember. So when nun sakina is followed by ya, waw, mim, nun, you have merger with ghunna. Let's take the case of ya first. Take the example here. Can you read this? Liman yasha'u. Don't say liman yasha, or don't say I don't know how to say it otherwise. Just say liman yash, liman yasha. So take the sound bring the sound, get the sound out from the nose. Liman yasha'u. Okay, so there is ghunna, and our merger arrow with the wave there shows it is ghunna. Liman yasha'u. Liqawmin ya'qiluna. Qa is high sounding, so qaw, it's a soft, don't say qaw. Liqaw, don't say liqaw. Liqaw. لِقَوْمٍ يَعْقِلُونَ. يَعْقِلُونَ. Let's revise. لمن يشاء لقوم يعقلون. Let's take the cases of Noon Sakina followed by Waw. Yumin, the second. Ya Waw, the second letter now. So can you read this one? Instead of saying min wali, we say min waliyin. Min wa. So you are merging the Noon Sakina with Waw, with Ghunna. Min waliyin, smooth recitation. Min waliyin. Why do we do this Ghunna? Because that's the way the Prophet ﷺ recited it. That's the most important reason. And these are just some extra things that I told you to relate to, like smooth merger, smooth recitation. Wallahu alam. Now let's take the second example with Tanween. Sinatun wala nawmun. So we are merging tunwa. Don't say sinatun wala no. You are not doing, you are not giving it double stretch. You can say sinatun wala no. Merger is there, but there is no double stretch. So you have to do Ghunna, meaning you have to take the sound out from the nose and stretch it twice. Sinatun wala nawmun. Let's revise the last two. Min waliyin. Sinatun wala nawmun. Once again. Min waliyin. Sinatun wala nawmun. Let's take the third case. We have Ya Waw Mim Noon, Yumin. They have, when Noon Sakina is followed by any of these four, you have Ghunna, with merger with Ghunna. So let's take the third case, which is Noon Sakina followed by Mim. Okay, it can be Ma, Mi, Mu. So let's take this one. And this is complete merger. As I said, complete. Complete means there is no like Myum, no. Mim in. So as if Noon Sakina doesn't exist there. Just complete merger. Mim in. Okay, ma in. That's stretch. You got to stretch it 5 times at least. Okay, the second example of Tanween merging with Mim. Aduwwum mubin. Wum. Okay, you are merging it completely. Aduwwum mubinun. Aduwwum mubinun. And also Ghunna is there at Mim. Mubinun. Like that. Okay, let's revise. Mimma'in. Aduwwum mubinun. Once again. Mimma'in. Aduwwum mubinun. Aduwwum mubin means clear enemy or open enemy. Shaitan. Okay. So may Allah protect us from this adu. When Noon Sakina is followed by Noon, so we had 4 letters, you see Noon Sakina followed by Ya, Waw, Mim, Noon, Yumin, any of these 4, then we have merger with Ghunna. So now let's take the 4th case. We took the 3 cases already, now this is the 4th. And the merger for Mim Noon is complete. Okay, like here. Min ni'matin. Min ni'matin. And also, if you remember, we have talked about this also, that Shadda is stronger than Sukun. So the coding, the signs coding is automatic. So when you see a Shadda followed by Sukun, you just skip and help Shadda, because Shadda is strong, it needs stronger help. So you just forget the Sakin letters in between. Just go rush for Shadda. Okay? Shay'in nahnu. Shay'in nahnu. So we are merging Tanween with Noon. In nahnu. Shay'in nahnu. Let's revise the last 2. Min ni'matin. Shay'in nahnu. Once again. Min ni'matin. Shay'in nahnu. Now let's take the cases of merger without ghunna. Without ghunna. So for that we have the sign like, first of all, without ghunna, so there's no movement, okay, there's no and second thing is its merger is complete also, so you just take it behind, so there is no more sign, no more sound of nun sakin, it just disappears like in la and ra. Let's take the example first of nun sakina followed by lam. See here, mallam, and also remember we said shadda is a stronger sign, it needs quicker help. So you don't say man lam, and you cannot merge it anyway. So man lam, no, you cannot do mallam. So just skip the letter that has sukun. Okay, mallam, and shadda is a stronger sign. So you just jump from the haraka like fatha to shadda. Skip the letters in between that have sakina or that have mad or whatever, because shadda needs stronger help, severe help. Mallam. Yawmulla. Okay, you don't say yawmunla, no, yawmulla, just merge it. Yawmulla. Yawm is day, la means not. Let's revise the last two. Mallam, yawmulla. Once again, mallam, yawmulla. Take the case of merger. Let's take the case of merger without ghunna. Okay, when nun sakina is followed by ra. First case was lam. So can you recite this? Mir rabbikum. So you jump from mi to ra directly, because shadda is stronger, severe, it needs severe help. So don't wait for intermediate letters which have sukun. Okay. So just jump, mir rabbikum, and that's the rule of merger. Mir rabbikum, there is no ghunna, nothing. Mir rabbikum, as if the nun sakina doesn't exist there. Okay, let's take the case of tanween. Ghafurur rahimun, rurra. So run ra, just tanween, the nun sound of tanween is gone. Ghafur, gha is high sounding. Ghafurur ra is thick. Ghafurur rahimun. Let's revise the last two. Mir rabbikum, ghafurur rahimun. Once again, mir rabbikum. Don't say mir rabbikum. That's English, okay? That's English letter R. Mir rabbikum. Ghafurur rahim. No, that's English. You know, Arabic has low frequency, you know, expression for ra. It's not ra, it's ra. You know, you can say railway in English, or, you know, terrible, or, you know, whatever, ra, the proper sound in English, but don't bring tajweed of English into Arabic, and don't take tajweed of Arabic into English. Anyway, mir rabbikum, Ghafurur Rahimun. Okay, let's talk about some exceptions here for ya and wa. When nun sakina is followed by ya within a word, then there is no ghunna with merger. For example, dunya, the word dunya. Okay, you don't say dunya, you don't say dunya, you don't merge it. Okay. We are talking of merger between two words, not within a word, between two words. And that is, you know, wallahu alam, you know, a possible explanation is so that you don't take it as one word. Like min waliyin. So when you are merger, you know that this min wali is not one word. It is, I mean, these are two words. So don't say dunya, it is dunya. Similarly, bunyanun, it's not bunyanun, okay, it is bunyanun. Similarly, sinwanun, the second line, nun sakina followed by wa, those two cases are for wa. Sinwanun, don't say sinwanun, it is sin, sa is high sounding, sinwanun. Okay, similarly, qin, qi is high sounding, I mean, sad is very thick and high, sorry. Sad is very thick and high. Sinwanun. And Qaf is high sounding. Qinwanun. So don't say Qinwanun. There is no merger here. So for these 4 words, let us repeat. There is no merger, and you know it already. Dunya. I mean, you know it in the sense that you don't see shadda there, and you recite as if you don't know the rule here. You don't need to know the rule here. Dunya, bunyanun, sinwanun, qinwanun. Okay? Let's write the most common words from the Quran. Liman yasha. Very simple. You write these so that you also remember the rule there. Liman. So liman, but when you merge with ya of the second word, okay, yasha and mad here, yasha'u. So when you merge this, it becomes, you put shadda there, liman yasha'u. Okay. Similarly, liqawmi ya'qilun. Liqawmin. And then ya'qiluna. Dots, fatha, sukoon, 2 dots for qaf, kasra, and dhamma, liqawm. And when you merge the 2 words, liqawmi, so you put shadda here. Liqawmi ya'qiluna. Let's play a word game here. Can you tell me how many mergers are there in this part of a verse? Okay, how many mergers are there? How many do you see there? 2. Okay, min waliyyun wala nasirin. Min waliyyun wala nasirin. So there are 2 mergers with gunna. What about this one? 1, 2, 3. MashaAllah. You have Jannatum min nakhilin wa a'nabin. So, when you do it with gunna, mashallah, you have time to think, focus, concentrate, pay attention, because you have time and you're reciting slowly. So that's an invitation to think. Okay, and also it adds beauty to the recitation. Jannatum min nakhilin wa a'nabin. Okay, how many, which one is without gunna in this one? Without gunna. The first one, mir rabbikum. The second is with gunna, min wali. So first one is mir rabbikum. The first one is without gunna. Let us take spoken Arabic before we close. Ila means to. So it's like min al bayti, from the house, ilal masjidi, to the masjid. Min al bayt, from the house, ilal masjid, to the masjid. So ila means to. So use that to, and let's add it to who, whom, kakum, or he, him, that we have been learning. So ilayhi means to him, ilayhim, to them, ilayka, to you, ilaykum, to you all, ilayya, to me, ilayna, to us, ilayha, to her. Can you repeat after me in Arabic, thinking what you're saying? Ilayhi, ilayhim, ilayhi, ilayhim, ilayka, ilaykum, ilayka, ilaykum, ilayya, ilayna, ilayya, ilayna, ilayha, ilayha, ilayhi, can you do it with me? Ilayhi, ilayhim, ilayka, ilaykum, ilayya, ilayna, ilayha, ilayhi, ilayhim, ilayka, ilaykum, ilayya, ilayna, ilayha. Just keep repeating that, and inshallah you will learn this part also. By now you know how to recite the words that occur in the Quran approximately 40,200 times, and also you know the meanings of words that occur approximately 29,000 times. So be an expert, practice it again and again, teach it to someone else, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rabbi zidni ilma. That's it for now. Jazakumullah khair. See you in the next lesson. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Learn to read Al-Quran, learn Tajweed, understand Al-Quran and memorize it using easy, scientific and interactive methods. Get ebooks, videos, audios, posters, PowerPoint files, app links for different courses. We have specialized Montessori materials and games for making the Quran easy for kids, and a teacher's resource center too. Get personalized one-to-one online courses that suit your needs from expert teachers. For free trial, write to admin@understandquran.com or visit understandquran.com. Wassalamu alaikum